This is Newcap News.
And the 2016 census also shedding light on growth here in the border city. According to Stats Can, Lloydminster's population in 2016 was 31,400. That's an increase of 13.1% since 2011. The Sask side saw the bigger increase in population, adding 1,993, pushing the population to 11,765. And that's up 20.4% since 2011. The Alberta side saw a change of 8.9%, an increase of 1,613 since 2011, bringing the population to 19,645. And speaking of stats, 25% of people in Saskatchewan are battling with at least one of 5 chronic diseases. This according to the Prairie North Health Region, which has a number of programs in place to help educate people on the conditions. Gina Martin shows us how the Strides program is yielding great results with its participants.
Take a break, shake it out if you need.
It was another freezing day in Lloydminster, but things were heating up inside the Prairie North Plaza. The Strides program takes place in these hallways 3 days a week, helping people with chronic disease improve their health and reduce pain.
I try to change it up every day, so every time they come in, they go through a little bit of a warm-up, and then they do walking or biking for half an hour, and then the second half an hour, we sit in a little circle and I lead through those exercises.
Unlike other peer-ran exercises, each participant has their own personal program, and all the twists and turns are really making a difference in their lives.
My second home was the hospital, but now since 18 months I am improving my health.
I used to work on construction and farm, and now I'm retired, so this is the best thing. The only thing is, some of the exercises she makes us do, I never even done while I was farming or construction.
Strides is normally a 12-week program, but many of its users end up continuing with the exercises for a matter of months to several years. Many come full circle and graduate to become volunteers, now helping those in the situations they used to be in.
So I'm the one that leads the exercise for the last half hour. Right now we still do our half-hour walking. And one very important thing before we start walking is make sure we do the warm-up exercises.
Undoubtedly, the best part of the program is the friendship that comes from a group of people leaning on each other for support.
The social aspect is the most important part because you know that you're in a spot where other people have got the same condition or worse, and you can see their improvements that they have come through.
I don't plan on quitting, because I haven't felt better since I've been taking strides, let me tell you. I feel really good and my doctor is happy.
Gina Martin, Newcap News.
It's a growing problem across the country, and the border city is no exception. Now the Lloydminster RCMP are getting tougher on distracted drivers. February is Distracted Driving Awareness Month, and the RCMP want to emphasize that there are bigger risks than most people think. This month they will be cracking down and more likely to be issuing tickets in an effort to curb collisions.
There's a lot of different reasons why you should avoid distracted driving. One being injury that you could sustain yourself or cause to other people. If you want to look at it from a financial standpoint, there are fines associated to that, demerits on license. Even, your insurance can go up if you're involved in a collision.
The RCMP plan to continue the reminders year-round by providing information sessions at schools to educate soon-to-be drivers. Distracted driving can be things such as eating, kids in the vehicle, or items shifting. However, cell phone use is the most common overall.
When you're driving and you're using a cell phone, if you're sending a text message, you're up to 23 times more likely to be inside of a collision.
While drivers in the border city are struggling with icy roads across town, Josh Ryan has more on the increase in incidents caused by the road conditions and reminders for how to stay safe behind the wheel.
Fluctuating temperatures have brought with them dangerous conditions for drivers in Lloydminster.
People are, sliding into the ditches or into the curbs. The roads are bad. They're really bad, especially in the residential areas.
These slippery roads have led to a steady increase in incidents since early September, continuing into the new year. However, the problem continues to be with drivers coming into intersections too quickly.
So we just encourage people to slow down, Plan an extra 5 minutes in your day to get where you need to go. The good news is we live in Lloydminster, so it's not like the commute has to be super long to get where we need to go.
Having snow freeze after a couple of warmer days has made a number of roads uneven, but Holzer says people still fail to make the immediate adjustment.
The roads are nice for a day, and then you wake up the next morning and the roads are bad again, but do people slow down? No.
Constable Kersinger adds all drivers should exercise common sense and practice while driving in these conditions, such as not using your cruise control on the highway and being gentle on both the brake and gas pedals.
Make sure that you don't spike your brakes hard, different things like that. Any drastic change in speed will cause you to lose traction.
And doing so will not only protect you, but your fellow drivers in front and behind.
Give yourself more distance in between yourself and the vehicle in front of you so that you have more reaction time and more likely be able to stop when you need to.
Josh Ryan, Newcap News.
A new play is hitting the stage at the Vic Juba Theatre. Angie Mellon takes us under the sea for a look at Lakeland College Performing Arts production of The Little Mermaid Jr.
Hearts of that world.
It's a new world for some young actors who are taking the stage in The Little Mermaid Jr. It's the first time Lakeland College Performing Arts has done the play, and rehearsals have been underway for months now.
We started rehearsals at the end of September, so we're coming on, I think, 4 months now. So it's been a lot of fun. There's been a lot of hours of work that have gone into the production. We've been learning the music as well as choreography, and then of course the blocking as well.
There are 70 people in the production, and many hours have gone into making the show come together.
It's crazy to see it come together more and more each week, and now this week we have rehearsals every day, getting really close with everyone, and all of it's coming together. Every time we rehearse it, it just gets better.
This is our own youth here. These are our kids that are putting on the show. They spent so many hours putting their time and effort into the production, so it's going to be a really great time.
There's more excitement than nerves for the actors, though, who will take the stage 4 times Thursday through Saturday.
Last year was my first year, so I was really nervous. But I've done it once, so I'm a little bit nervous, but not that much.
I am so excited to be performing, especially the role Ursula. It's really different than I usually do. I'm usually more of a mothering, kind of kind person, so this role has been really, really fun for me to play.
The actors say the best part about performing for them is the audience's reaction.
Getting to experience it with everyone and just the energy that happens on the theater and how the audience gives it so much back. It's just an awesome environment.
Tickets are $15 for adults and $10 for students 12 and under. You can find them online at vicjubatheatre.ca. Angie Mellon, Newcap News.
Well, this time of year is often filled with romantic dinners and photographs, and this weekend the Lloydminster SPCA is hosting a fundraising photo shoot for pet owners and their furry valentines.
It's a great way to sort of remember your pet and have something that's going to last forever.
John Punshon with the SPCA says it's a chance for owners to have a professional photo taken with their four-legged friends.
For me, with my pet, a lot of the photos that I'm taking, it's, with my iPhone and, with a selfie, and, so it's a little bit harder to get a really nice quality print.
The photos will be taken at the local Pet Value, where the shelter will also be showing some of their animals up for adoption.
It's an opportunity for us to bring adoptable animals to the store for people to see. We always find that they're a great way to get out in the community, and generally we do get a few adoptions as well.
Adoptable animals will be at Pet Value both days this weekend, while the Valentine's photo shoot takes place Saturday, 12 to 5 p.m. Well, students at Bar Colony Elementary School are working on their second monthly newsletter. The format is not typical, and neither is the way they got to put it all together this month. We have more in this week's Beyond the Classroom.
These students are getting their first taste of broadcasting. They're preparing their monthly online newsletter, delivered in the form of a newscast, complete with 2 anchors.
Welcome to the Bulldog Banter, where we bring the latest news from our doghouse to your living room.
but this time around had some professional resources at their disposal.
Really cool for the kids to be able to come here and see how an actual news broadcast is put together, be able to see a green screen, be able to see the teleprompters and the cameras and all of those sorts of things that make it a little bit better than how we do it.
This month's episode features a weather report, so obligatory green screen practice ensued. The Bulldog Banter also features a segment called the Kindergarten Joke of the Day.
That joke was so funny, I can't even control myself.
But in addition to all the fun, their newsletter tackles some serious topics.
We are also going to be focusing on kindness. This is the focus for our Kindness Week coming up is Kindness Wins. So we're going to be talking about that on this episode as well.
There's an anti-bullying day coming, so we are trying to educate people about what it is and all that.
This experience also one the budding news anchors won't soon forget.
It was awesome. I felt a little nervous, but once I got up there and I was saying everything, I wasn't nervous. It was really fun.
As for the banter, Mathurst says its positive reception so far means more episodes in the future.
This is something that has received more interest than anything else that we've done. So it is getting the word out, but the kids really like seeing it as well. And after our first episode, we've had a lot more kids interested in joining the banter.
This is Newcap Sports.
Well, 2 weeks ago, we brought you the story of the Lloydminster Boxing Club's grand opening, a new fun way for people to get in shape. But boxing's not only for men. On the club's opening night, women occupied much of the floor space, and the ratio of men to women may surprise you.
Well, when we were growing up in boxing, there wasn't a lot of girls in boxing. There was a few that fought out of Saskatoon, a couple in Saskatchewan, but there wasn't many. And as you can see from our club tonight, you'll see we're about half-half.
Women are becoming more active in the sport, and it's easy to see the benefits of being at the club.
I think there's a lot of, bad stigma towards boxing and fighting, and women just need to realize it's not, it's not all about the hitting, it's not all about fighting, it's about training, it's about, dedication, it's about working out. It's something fun to do, it's a fun activity, it gets your blood pressure up, and that's really the point of it, right?
For a lot of people, men or women, the idea of boxing may seem intimidating, but Kayla points out what the club brings to those feeling apprehensive.
I'm not the most active person, so I feel comfortable coming to this setting, and I feel comfortable, boxing with people, and they show you exactly what to do. You don't have to feel uncomfortable.